Welcome in, Dragon Folk. It is a pleasure to see you all here. I'm so happy. We are here for another commoner breakdown of another Part the Mistfail hero. This is a list of 3 cards that I really do believe are super great into the hero themselves in the commoner format. And you guys just let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Now, Zen is very interesting because Zen's hero ability kind of just allows you to get a combo card. But here in commoner, there's only really 2 combo cards you're probably going to be looking for. And that is more than likely Pouncing Key or Key Unleashed. Both of these cards are going to be the cards you're going to be kind of searching for if you do have them in your deck for Zen. But more importantly, you do also create a Crouching Tiger, which is really great in case you need one. But his hero ability doesn't do super well into this specific format. I feel like there are better combo cards in Rare and Majestic for Zen that you get there. But outside of that, you could always try playing him along the lines of things like you would a Katsu with things like, leg tap combos with leg tap and rising knee thrust, or a jab and open the center, or a twin twisters build, whatever you wanted to do. But combo cards can exist here nor there. It's just definitely it's a weird place for Zen. But the way I'm going to look at this is my 3 cards that I'm going to choose for Zen are actually my 3 favorite Crouching Tiger cards for Zen in this set. So Part the Mistfail came out with a whole bunch of really awesome stuff. And as an honorable mention before we even start, let's go ahead and take a look at the Tiger Taming Kakara. This is a ninja weapon, so now all ninjas have the ability to give +1 to their next Crouching Tiger this combat chain. So originally there wasn't really a way for you to get +1 onto a Crouching Tiger, and now there is in commoner. So very happy to see that. It also swings for 2, so 2 for 2, not really like the rate you'd want, but 2 for 2, go again, and you get +1 on your next Crouching Tiger, so it's technically almost like a 3 for 2, but just 2 chain links wide is not too shabby. Now, getting into the actual cards here, my number 3 card that I actually wanted to talk about is none other than Harmony of the Hunt. So I believe Harmony of the Hunt is probably one of the better cards in the set. For Zen in commoner, Harmony of the Hunt allows you to just make a Crouching Tiger in your hand if you pitched a blue, and it comes in for 3, 2, and 1 respectively based on its color. And it has go again. So what it is, if you haven't seen the card previously, Companion of the Claw. Companion of the Claw is a more expensive with 1 additional attack power higher version of Harmony of the Hunt. If you pitched a blue, you get a Crouching Tiger, but it's 2 for 4. 2 for 4, not great value, so I don't really want to run it. 1 for 3, still not super great, but it does cost 1 less resource, and it still technically gets us a Crouching Tiger, which, if we pump it with our weapon, is kind of like an additional +1 there. So you get a little bit more value out of it. I'm not a big fan of Companion of the Claw, but somebody out there will probably prove me wrong. But Harmony of the Hunt is definitely going to be a big win for me, because I think that it's you want cheaper versions of cards, so that way in case you don't have anything, you can still do a decent line comparatively. Moving on to our number 2 card for Zen, it's actually going to be Untamed. Untamed is a new common that is coming out in Part the Mistfail. And this is another card that is just going to be super great for ninjas all throughout who are trying to do some kind of tiger build, because this, again, is much like your weapon, actually, where you get +1 to the next Crouching Tiger on the combat chain when you attack with Untamed. And it only costs 1 resource. So in some cases, it's actually better than your weapon. I'd imagine in some cases, if you're able to make more than 1 Crouching Tiger in a turn, you could always go ahead and come in with a Untamed, give your next Crouching Tiger +1, and then swing with your weapon, and then give that Crouching Tiger after it a +1, and then maybe come in with a Key Unleashed or something like that. So very powerful lines you could possibly get out of this, but Untamed is quite literally just a better version of your weapon. It does the same effect as your weapon does. The only thing is that it comes in, it's 1 resource less, and it does like 2 damage more, which is really powerful for the red. It's kind of around the even at the same rate for the blue. The blue only comes in for 2 damage, but they all have go again, and it only costs 1 resource to play it. So I think Untamed is definitely going to be a staple in Commoner if you're trying to get some damage off on your Crouching Tigers. But you are going to want to make sure to still be able to make your Crouching Tiger in order for this to actually, do well here. Otherwise, you'd probably be better off with a 0 for 4 go again. Moving on to our final card for Zen, a card that I personally believe everybody in Commoner is going to be running. I'm not sure if they're going to be running rainbow versions of the card or if it's just going to be the reds and the blues, but a card that I personally believe is going to be really, really important to the playstyle of Zen. It's going to be none other than Tiger Form Incantation. Tiger Form Incantation is a action card. It blocks for 3, so already very, very good. And on top of it, it gives +X to your next Crouching Tiger you play. And then if you pitch to blue, it also makes a Crouching Tiger in your hand. So being able to give a big buff to your Tiger is really, really good. Also being able to make you a Tiger is great. So if it can do both of those things in the same realm, make you a Crouching Tiger and give it a damage, buff in any way possible, I think it's a very, very good card. Even the blue, right? It only costs 1 to play this card. So you pay 1 resource at blue, right? You got to pitch a blue in order to get a Tiger. So you pitch a blue, you not only get +1 to your Tiger, so now it's actually threatening some damage, but now you also get another Tiger to your hand to be able to play with that +1 damage. Now, something to note with this card, something that I feel like if you didn't watch the Blitz videos that LSS devs came out with, this is something to note. Tiger Form Incantation gives +X to your next Crouching Tiger that you play, right? But if you wanted to go ahead and stack on any of the values from any of the other cards that give you +1 or +2 to your Crouching Tiger this turn, you need to make sure that you are reading what cards you're going to use. For instance, Tiger Taming Kakara is a 2-cost, 2-attack go again card that says when this attacks, the next Crouching Tiger you play this combat chain gets +1. So the combat chain part in that sentence is really important, because if you go ahead and you attack with your Kakara and then you play Tiger Form Incantation, playing that action breaks the chain, which means you will no longer be getting that additional +1 value from your Tiger Taming Kakara. So what you should do instead is you should play Incantation first, and then play something like Untamed or the Kakara, and then you're going to be able to come in with a Crouching Tiger that's very strong, right? Coming in for somewhere between 4, 3, or 2 extra damage onto it, possibly getting another one if you have the means to go about searching your deck for a combo card in that realm. And I think it's going to be really, really powerful for you. So those are the cards for Zen that I personally enjoy a lot. There are some other ninja cards that obviously do very, very well for Zen, and I'm still not quite sure on his playstyle. I feel like, most of what I'm seeing, strictly if you're going like this Tiger build, is going to be something along the lines of a, just make sure that you're able to get Ki Unleashed as a finisher and you're pretty much good to go. But I personally believe, and this might just be a hot take for me, I think all of this Crouching Tiger stuff is going to be really, really good for Ira. There are some cards that I personally believe are going to be really, really good for Ira, but we'll get into that later on when we talk about stuff like that. But for right now, this is everything that I liked about Zen so far for Commoner. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys enjoyed my takes on this, or if you have any other takes on cards from Part the Mistveil that you think would go really, really good in Zen. And I'd love to hear them, right? I've looked at several cards in regards to this. I'm still not quite sure on my builds for him, but I am pretty confident that he obviously wants to do something with Crouching Tigers, and so I kind of want to keep it on that theme. He's still able to present a decent amount of damage, but I'm not sure if he's a 125 or a 12114 or however that works out, but there's no real way to give +1 to all of your tigers throughout the entirety of your turn. So you have to sequence your tigers in a good way in order for you to kind of get the most value out of it. You know, you gotta attack with an Untamed and then a tiger, and then attack with Kara and then a tiger, and then attack with a Key Unleashed or a Pouncing Key, and then a, you know, a Flying Kick or something, like some crazy thing. But if you have the value for it, then you got the value for it. The resources are all, you know, you've got to make sure your sequencing is good. But otherwise, it's just damage, right? No scary on hits or anything. It's just damage. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys do enjoy these little commoner breakdowns. We're going to do some more deck techs for all these commoner decks, as well as moving into the Clash decks as well, seeing what those are like. But let me know what you guys think about all this. And if you wanted to support the channel in a more, you know, a more insane way, I guess, to me, you can always go ahead and become a channel member. It certainly helps us out here a lot, being able to slowly start doing this more at a full-time pace. And then we can go ahead and let you in on all those cool member videos that you get if you become a channel member. So there's channel member only videos that I make for you guys. At least I try like once a week, if not twice once every other week. And then we do also have loyalty badges and emotes for you guys as well, for when I'm live, that you guys can utilize as well. So let me know what you guys think about all that, and thank you so much for continuing to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope you continue to have fun in the flesh and blood, and I'll see you all in the next one. Nerd out.